Have you ever seen like 4 horses at a time? But then there's like a 5th one in there that you didn't see?
I've seen a bunch of horses in my life.
How many horses do you think you've seen? Like conservatively.
Like, over a whole lifetime? Conservatively?
Like if you had to take
every time you've seen a horse?
Every time you see a horse, you go, that's another horse, that's a point.
Or
there's a horse, point. There's a horse.
Every time you see a horse, or every time you see a different horse? Not one that you've previously seen.
A different horse, a new horse.
A new horse, yeah.
Because I mean, like, you could have seen one horse, and then seen another horse, and then seen the first horse again.
Some would say you've seen one horse, you've seen them all.
You've seen one moron, you've seen them all.
I'll drink to that.
I was gonna say, that's not a cup. Proxy cheers.
Proxy cheers. I don't know.
The air is the proxy, totally.
I'd like to see 5 horses sometime.
At once?
Yeah, like all 5. There'd be 1, and then 4 more. That's how I imagine it would happen.
Have you heard the Patti Smith song, Horses?
I am not familiar with that one.
I feel like it expresses what you're talking about.
Like, as a general rule?
How do you feel this pairs, by the way?
You know, I'm not really noticing a whole lot of flavor similarity.
Have you given it a dunk?
I have not given it a dunk.
Give it a dunk. Give it a dunk.
I'm gonna give it a dunk.
Give it a dunk.
No.
You're a priest. You know how to dunk the body of Christ into his blood.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know.
What, are you making this the new hosts or some shit?
The new what?
Hosts?
It can be a host. Anything can be a host if you're brave enough.
What?
What?
Okay. You mentioned Patty earlier. My mom had a horse named Patty when she was younger.
How much younger?
Kid to teen.
How old is your mom now?
She's dead. To be fair, horses don't tend to live. Very rarely will they ever hit 30.
They're unstable.
So am I.
But,
Yes.
so Patty would have only made it to like maybe 20 something? Maybe? So probably when Mom was in her 20s. Next horse, I don't even remember that one's name right now, but that one had also passed.
How many horses did you have?
Did I have? I've only had the one.
Oh.
She's had,
Well, like collectively, like as a family unit, how many horses did you have?
during my lifetime and during her lifetime.
Cumulative.
Cumulative lifetimes.
Cumulative lifetimes.
Both together.
All at once.
Wait, as a family unit, how many are you including in the family unit then?
Your immediate family.
Immediate family.
So,
whole
parents and brothers.
All of them.
Yeah,
In the immediate family.
those are the ones. I don't know.
Parents and siblings.
Thus not grandparents. Got it.
Unless, did your grandparents live under the same roof?
No, not
Yes, then no. Unless your grandparents, did your grandparents have horses too?
my grandma does.
Could we visit the horse?
Probably.
Okay, later tonight. Tell her to expect us.
That's a long drive on an
I
empty
forgot to leave
stomach.
the glasses.
Well, that's why we have to eat these
I forgot to do the
wafers
glasses
of
thing.
manna from heaven.
Sorry.
It's okay.
But
It's all good.
I don't know how many my mom had.
Oh,
She had she was working at
can we say fuck on YouTube?
Father, do I have crumbs in my beard?
No, my son.
She was working at a equestrian, not stable, but something or other, for a couple of years. So she's probably had, remember she had Victoria. No, Victoria's the daughter. She had Victoria's mother,
This is the name of the horse, Victoria?
Mm-hmm. Something.
It's a strong name.
It's a very strong name.
She's a big fucking horse.
Strong name for a strong horse.
She's a big horse.
My understanding is that most horses
Horses are huge.
large.
Have you seen a horse?
No.
This
She's,
is large for a
I've seen-
horse.
she's a draft horse. She's not a Clydesdale. I think.
How many
Is
horses?
she Frisian? She
How many
might- she
brands
might
of
be Frisian or
horses?
something to that
How many
effect.
brands of horses do you guys know?
There's not entirely because she's.
I know, like,
I know she's at least
Clydesdale,
half
Safeway
thoroughbred.
Select.
Stallions.
I know she's at least half
Fine.
thoroughbred because Mom's horse was one of the
Mules.
thoroughbreds.
Does that count?
That doesn't count.
Palominos.
Palomino is a color.
course.
That's the color of the horse.
It's a Palomino colored horse. Can you say colored horse? Is that the wrong term?
You deserved that.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
Anyway, no, she's a not buggy, but something to that effect. She pulled buggies. Like,
Oh, a buggy
as-
horse.
It's a buggy horse.
Buggy horse.
Essentially, like as
A donkey.
competitively. She
No, those are different.
I
Yeah.
had a buggy horse in
It was a
Skyrim
thing.
once.
I killed my horse in Skyrim by jumping over a waterfall.
Too many waterfalls.
God, how was
Ah!
he?
I don't know how to disarm this
I
situation.
haven't pulled the pin.
Well, there's no time like the present.
Why don't you just have the opposite gender do so?
Well, I don't know what good that does.
It's diffused the situation.
Okay, interesting.
That's a metaphor.
Would
I
you
suppose.
like another
Fuck yeah.
lemonade?
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Just eat it with Chelsea in mind because she doesn't have teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Father James.
Thoroughly.
Cheers, Chelsea. The Sea of Chels.
These are really good.
They're not
Of
bad.
course.
They're a little sugary for my taste, but
That's why you have to drink it. You have to drink the limoncello as you consume.
Sugary
Oh,
for
God.
your taste, you say, knowing you.
I like certain types of processed meat.
Would you ever eat a horse?
I eat a horse.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you eat a horse? Is it because you've seen so many of them? You've known them, you've had relationships with horses?
It's like asking me if I would eat a cat. No.
I'd eat a cat.
I wouldn't eat a cat.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'd eat a horse though.
I'd eat a
Would you
horse
eat a
too.
dog?
Depends on the dog. I might eat a dog. I don't know. I'm gonna tell them I'd eat a dog because that way it'll keep them on their toes.
That's good. You want to retain, you want a policy of
You need a-
strategic ambiguity towards your dog.
Strategic ambiguity and a skein of fear. Yeah,
A skein, did you say?
I think so. I mean, historically, everyone has told me that's not the thing to do.
Yeah, but now you're a priest
But
and they're
just-
wrong.
Don't stop bleeding.
Mm.
The horses don't really live to like 30.
Mhm.
Like, maybe. Very rare.
27 Club.
27 Club?
They all
Yeah.
killed themselves at 27.
That'd be a good name for like a glue
That's
brand.
funny
Like
because
the
The
27 Club.
That
Yeah.
would be a good glue brand name.
Like that.
Wait, why is it funny?
Well, horses.
it's funny because one of our horses was a granddaughter of a racehorse named Spectacular Bid, who ran
That's great.
3 years after Secretariat. At the very least, I remember that he made it to 27 because there was a picture of him with a 27 birthday cake with like a carrot on it. You can find it online. I found it. I was like, that's kind of
like
cool.
a carrot on a cake. That makes a certain amount of sense to me.
For a horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Look at that.
That is a lovely
Look
cat.
at that smile.
Look at that. It's the cattiest cat.
I lift.
I don't know.
I just did. It was stating a fact. Actually, it was
That's
stating
true.
an action.
An action can be a fact, though, right?
True.
Fact can also be in action.
Dude,
I think gray is a good color. I don't like it. I can't remember
No.
anything I did when I was 3, let alone the promises I
I,
failed to
re-
keep.
I
I had
remember.
my third birthday. It was wild. Okay, there was this restaurant by the river in Reading. And
Can I top you off?
Absolutely.
I remember it was,
That does have a satisfying fizz.
now that I think about it, There probably was a bar there, but I'm not entirely sure because what other establishment would have a karaoke microphone thing that you can sing at, other than a
The
bar?
Scottish Rite Club?
But I remember.
The Elks Lodge?
I don't know. I just remember that I went up and I sang a song in front of everybody.
What song?
I literally just had it in my head. I can't remember the name right now.
Could you sing it for us now?
If you remember it.
If I remember which one it was, because I've completely lost it all of a sudden, but yes. It wasn't American Girl. I don't think that was out yet.
This is such a good dinner.
This is a good dinner.
We should do this more often. So, how many horses have you rode upon?
There was Doc, there was Liberty. I technically never got on Viego. No, I did. Mom just didn't know. No.
You secretly rode a horse?
No, she was doing something either in the tack room or talking to one of the others
Oh.
at the stables, and I just went over and hopped in his stall and hopped on top of him.
How far did you go? Just stationary
I mean,
horse sitting?
he might have taken a couple steps,
Okay.
but I mean, it's just a stall, so it's like whatever.
Okay.
They don't have a ton of room. It's
That's
there,
true.
but like they can turn around, they can run a little circle or
I-
something if they want to, but
I think I've only ridden upon 2 horses in life.
let's see. There's
One was a mule.
yes,
I rode a
hold on,
horse
that's
on a beach once,
1, 2,
I
3,
think, on a
4.
family vacation.
Sounds cinematic.
It was
Five.
actually pretty, well, I mean, I don't know.
Was this an ocean beach or a lake?
Yeah, I think it was like an ocean beach, like, I don't know where.
You know what bothers me about beaches a little bit is how people refer to the beach, like at Sutter's Landing and stuff, on the American River as a beach.
It's not.
It's a
beach.
bank.
No, it's
Rivers
a
have
bank.
banks. They don't have
It's the
beaches.
riverbank. It's
Yeah.
not a beach. Yeah. I mean, anyone who has
It's a
a
bank.
firm grasp of the English language should know that.
11-ish
10 or 11-ish horses you've ridden?
to memory, something like that.
It's cool, and there could be more lost to time.
The lost horses.
The lost horses of memories past.
What about birds?
I've never ridden on a bird.
I've
You
never.
mean how many we've seen?
Never. Well, I've seen a lot of birds.
Millions!
Maybe.
Certainly.
You don't think it's just like
I can't count as high as the birds that I've seen.
I can't.
You don't
Even-
even attempt
Yep,
to,
no,
so yeah.
that's
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's fair. I mean, that's all I have to say about
Yeah.
that. Just
It's
you
like
know,
the children of Abraham.
birds are different than horses.
What?
Oh, he'll know, because he's a priest.
That's true. I am a priest.
What it? Abraham?
He had a lot of kids.
It's a biblical deep cut. No, Abraham had a lot of kids.
I imagine there has been a bird named Abraham.
Many sons.
though.
I am one of
No,
them.
I meant
And so are you.
in the Bible.
Like someone has to have named their bird
Someone
Abraham
in the
at
Bible's
some
named
point or another.
Abraham.
At least one.
At
Okay.
least one.
That's what
Maybe
you guys.
just the one.
That's what
Maybe-
you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Abraham Lincoln.
You said
unique character.
Abraham. My first thought was Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln was a different type of bird.
You know, I think that's the
you
most
saying
remarkable
bird or
thing
brood?
I've heard today.
Both. What?
Yeah.
That was delicious.
Indeed.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Jesus.
Oh, even if I can't remember the song, I can at least partially tell you why it was wild.
Oh, yeah, please do.
I remember that my grandmother